Check out this view where I am. Hi. At the top of a big beautiful hill. I was thinking of you when I was driving up here, Narissa. Memories. I know you know where I am. Top of Badram Hill. Such a beautiful day. I was like wanting to come and, well, I was called to do my live stream up here today. Hey, you wanting to say hi? You're a bit low. Ready? Jump. Say hi, my little girl's back. Hi. You're just playing on the playground. Did you want to say something? No? You okay? Yep. So I wanted to talk about this shattered dreams thing today. It seems like there's, like I've been talking about it all, for the past week, right? These big base chakra stuff, like we've opened the crown, and then all these ideas are coming down in, and thanks, Nursa. It's nice to have her back. So these like ideas, right? And the message I got this morning was like this.
I'm over the bar.
You're over the bar. Are you wanting to say something? No? Okay, she's breaking the boundaries. She's over the other side. I got that message this morning. Like there's been a lot of almost tests, I can see strength, the word strength jumping out at me from the truck over the other side of the road there. And it just feels like, how funny is that? Feels like it's on an angle. You can see it. There we go. Maybe that's better. Yeah, and like the strength is jumping out at me from over there, and it just feels like to have that sense of strength. But with the messages we've been getting, like if you've been following my live streams, there's been all this crown chakra stuff going on. There's just starting to drop into the third eye because we're open the crown, so we're already sort of opening the third eye already. The next chakra is already being activated, so we're kind of coming into integration week for the crown chakra, which means the repair between the crown and the third eye is happening. And we're integrating all the knowledge and, wisdom that we've learnt from the crown chakra. Now, as I keep saying in all my live streams, the base chakra has been activated because we're activating the crown, and they're both the top and the bottom, right? And what I wrote on this live stream is that it's not like a time for inaction, rather it's a time for, action. Now, it's almost like a catch-22, and I put that on there. There's a specific type of action that you're being called to do right now. So it's like, it just feels like there's a lot of relationship breakups, there's a lot of questioning, there's a lot of, things not feeling right for you anymore, and what's actually happening, and the reason I wrote all the shattered dreams is because we've got all these amazing ideas, things have really been flowing, and we're like, oh, stuff's shifted, and then it's kind of like bang, and then it hits the reality of the situation. So it's like, yes, past stuff comes up, but it's also like, what are we going to do with that past stuff? Are we going to, play that out and let that replay again? Or are we going to, see it for what it is, meaning there is all this past stuff that will come up, and, can we just allow it to kind of be there, right? Without allowing it to be the situation, right? And it sounds a bit tricky. Please let me know if you have any questions about that, because, there's this whole thing about, yes, we need to take action, but there's also an inaction. Like, it's not a time for inaction, but a time for action. And where that's coming from is, stuff's going to come up, stuff's going to be put on the table. And it's like, well, what do you do with that stuff? Do you allow yourself to action it? Or can you see it for what it is and action from a place of, having that heart space to be the holding ground, yeah? So it's like everyone has stuff, and I think I wrote that in my blog this morning. Every single person on this planet has stuff, and it's like, can we allow ourselves to, be in the heart space and hold the stuff, right? At the same time, it's like knowing what your stuff is and what you're putting on the table and owning that. And then, you know, like being able to clear that out of the space. And then once you've cleared your stuff out of the space, well, then you can hold space for somebody else. And it's like a loving reflection, you know, like if everybody's got stuff and you've got stuff, it's like, what are you contributing to the situation? And then also, how are you contributing to, I guess, fixing the situation in a sense of like lovingly reflecting back, you know, what the truth of the situation is. And the truth is love, right? If you're with somebody, or if you've been with somebody and there's no longer, you know, you're feeling no longer needing to be in that situation or in relationship anymore, and you're thinking about leaving, then it's time to, you know, get clear, right? And you might already be clear, but the message that keeps coming through, and it is coming through, you know, in the past kind of 24, 48 hours, and it's obviously something I'm needing to share, like, you know, everybody has stuff, everybody has shadows, and it's like before you make a decision and run, right? And this is the kind of like, it's not a time for inaction. Yeah, you might, your first instinct might be to leave, or you don't want to do this anymore, or it's been too long, or how did I not see this stuff before, right? Being blind to the situation. When you can allow yourself to, you know, have that space, right? It helps you to obviously see clearly, but make sure you're owning your part and taking responsibility for your part before you actually kind of leave. Now, it's a catch-22, you know, if you know, and like I always say in all my yoga classes and all my teachings, you know, trust yourself over what I'm talking to you about and what I'm telling you, because the only confusion that will come in is the dissonance between your head and your heart. So like, you'll know something and your heart will be like, yep, this is what's right for me, you know, it feels right. And then you'll hear someone say something, or someone will say something, or something will shift. And then the only confusion will come in is because your mind is talking you out of what your heart already knows and feels, right? So stay connected to your heart and trust. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say about the action, right? So the action that I'm talking about, that might sound confusing. I'm like telling you to take action, but I'm like in a relationship, I'm telling you not to take action. The action that I'm telling you to take in a relationship is to hold the love space, to own your stuff, to make sure that you are owning your stuff and taking responsibility for that, and then owning, you know, like the action in the relationship is to hold the heart space, yeah. And it's like, you know, I've had several people contact me. And clients and tarot readings in this past week, all with relationship stuff, all with stuff that they're not seeing, like, how did I not see this before? It's like, you know, it's like, it's a theme, right? And this is why I'm talking about it on live stream and feel like I need to speak about it over and over again, because what's actually happening is, while we are getting clear and seeing the truth of the situation, we need to make sure that we're owning our part in the situation, because it's all well and good to say, oh my God, I can't believe they did that to me, and how did I not see that they were like that before? And it's kind of like, well, hold up. Okay, well, yes, you know, like, you're having all these realizations and you're now seeing clearly. That's great, okay? But let's just not be quick to judge, okay? So that's an unbalanced crown chakra, is quickly judging and blaming the other person. It's like taking a break, a step back energetically from the situation, and being able to, you know, check in with what your part is in the situation. It's like, yeah, well, you might not have seen all this stuff for so long, and now you are. So what's your contribution to that space, you know, and what's your contribution to the space now as well, yeah? Like, are you still throwing it with all the judgments and hurt, and, you know, or can you hold space with love and compassion and forgiveness for yourself and the situation that has been like that for so long, right? So that's kind of in a relationship sense. And the other thing that I was getting, and that's kind of what I call the live stream, is about what did I say on there? I can't see it when it's on my phone. I called it, so like, it's all about action. So now's not a time for inaction. So if you're in the relationship space, it can be like tricky to do as well, because sometimes you just don't want to do anything. You just want to sort this shit out, right? And I totally get that. Yet the other thing that I've been getting is like so physical right now. Yeah, like, it's so base chakra. It's like physical. It's like, get grounded in your body, take care of your body, get exercise, move your physical body, drink lots of water, and then your house space, yeah? Like, really getting, like, so I was getting that message so strongly this morning about house space, and, you know, like, cleaning up bits, or just even cleaning or just rearranging, or like something needs to shift in the physical environment. And I was really getting that message around, like shifting things, or shifting, cleaning out or cleaning or something, right? There's a lot of physical stuff going on. And when you've got kind of relationship stuff going on or what have you, it's like, it's obviously crown, third eyes, relationship stuff. When we're looking at cleaning out the physical, it's obviously base chakra. It's very physical, safety, security, your physical environment. In the sacral chakra, which is, the second one from the bottom, right? Second one in from the bottom. The third eye is also second in from the bottom. And when I talk about the chakras, the third eye and the sacral chakra, which is just below your belly button, is very interconnected, right? Because your sacral chakra is your stomach. It's what you digest in life. It's, what you're stomaching. It's also your womb, your nourishing. Even if you're a male, you've got an energetic womb. This is where we germinate seeds, and grow things, whether you're male or female. And then, obviously we give birth in the base chakra, which is your life purpose, bringing it down to life, down to earth. All these ideas come down into your body, and then we give birth with your life purpose, so with the sacral, it's like when I was getting the message around the physical environment and physical self and body, it's like we're cleaning out physically, like physical body, to come in on a new vibration and a new higher, I don't know if it's higher dimension, I guess it could be, but you're incarnating your soul into your body rather than living up in our heads. So we, I think it was maybe the base chakra, and I talked about it the other day on live stream. It's like, actually physically cleaning out, if you're literally passing a lot of, shit, you're physically cleaning out your body as well, so that, you are incarnating in your soul in a higher vibrational space, so your physical body needs to catch up. Same with your physical environment, and that's why when you clean out, you create, stuff shifts, So with the sacral chakra being, connected to the third eye and your stomach, can't see that I'm holding my stomach, it's like this, when you're seeing clearly, you're able to nourish yourself at your deepest core, right? So you're able to, nourish, what feels good in your body, what feels good in your home, what feels good in your life. You make time for what's important to you, which is germinating those seeds, like feeding and nourishing those seeds, whether it's family, relationships, projects, like it's prioritizing what's important to you, because you're seeing the truth of the situation, you're bringing those ideas down, and we're able to nourish them at the core in the physical world, So that kind of like, now it's not a time for action in a relationship, right? Because I'm really getting the message, like we're leading up to the full moon. I think it's the 9th or the 14th of July. I think it's the 9th of July is the full moon. So we're leading up, right? Things are coming to light. If you're in relationship and you've got stuff going on, I don't feel like you need to take any more action, right? It feels like everything that you've said and done and can be is you've done all you can, basically. And obviously if you're getting intuition that you need to do something else, you need to trust that first. But that's the kind of message I'm getting. So getting by the full moon, you're going to get the information that you need. You're not even going to have to kind of do anything. Things are going to naturally unfold and happen. Yet at the same time, the energies for, the kind of astrological cosmic stuff at the moment is that sense that we can spiral down very quickly. So it's like, having the action choices, so disciplining your mind, noticing what you're seeing in your reality, and your base chakra of actioning. Discipline is very base chakra, disciplining your mind to, I don't know if it's about staying positive, because I don't know what that's the right terminology. If you're new to watching my live streams, it's more about honouring how you're feeling authentically, but then choosing to not kind of, stay in that space. So it is a discipline to stay out of the negativity, to detach and stay in your heart space. It's a very disciplined space. So just kind of allowing things to unfold. But, while you've got that kind of fearing that relationship, emotional stuff going on, it's like just kind of leave it for now, kind of energetically, and just trust the universe to sort it out for you. So it's very handing over energy. It's very base chakra. And do your physical self, your physical space, environment, home, physical body, and this will take care of itself right now is the message that I'm getting, So action and inaction, but a disciplined action in staying in the heart and taking action in taking care of yourself, and everything else will take care of itself, yeah? So because of all this base chakra stuff coming up and the physical and the, coming down into our body, I've been called to reopen Trust Your Intuition. So I'm opening the doors for Trust Your Intuition. We start on the 12th of July. So it's in, I think it's a week tomorrow, almost a week on Wednesday. So I will have reopened the doors of Trust Your Intuition. So if you have trouble trusting, what's right in here, and then you get stuck in here and you can't seem to kind of get back out of, your head, Trust Your Intuition is perfect, because if you do struggle with, trusting yourself or trusting your choices or trusting life in general, then Trust Your Intuition is perfect for you, because you've got this sense, if you are looking at other people and going, oh my God, it's all a scam, or like, don't trust them, or, if you have a general negative point of view about life itself, Trust Your Intuition can shift those views out. It can shift, your brain, your pathways, and actually get into the core of why you're looking at life like that. So, you might have been brought up in an environment, for whatever reason, and that's kind of your view that you've got on life, right? So when we try and change ourselves and we're like, I want to stay positive, and I'm staying positive, but all this shit's happening in my life. Why the fuck is this happening? Yeah. It's like, I am doing the fucking work and it's not working. Everything's just getting worse and worse and worse. It's like, this is, like the core, because like I said, it's like, staying positive is like a band-aid, right? And this is really keeping it real here, yeah? Staying positive is a fucking band-aid, right? And in Trust Your Intuition, we rip that fucking band-aid off, because ultimately we can try and stay as positive as we want, but if there's stuff in our heart and our base chakra and, and all our other chakras like energetically sitting there, that's what you're attracting in your life, yeah? This is your kind of more dominant thing. Now, I think it's like the iceberg image, right? It's like, here's the water, here's the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg, and here's the iceberg underneath, right? It's freaking huge, yeah? Like, this is your conscious mind, and then this is your subconscious mind, and it's huge, right? So that's why you'll be like, staying positive. All this shit's happening in my life. What the fuck am I staying positive for? What's the point, yeah? So I'm reopening Trust Your Intuition, because this is the shit that clears it out for good. You're able to trust yourself, your vibration lifts, you're able to stay more positive authentically and catch the stuff before it fucking comes into your reality, right? Because when you trust your intuition, you're aware of what's going on emotionally, in your auric field, energetically, rather than just waiting for shit to happen in your life and you're going, what the fuck is going on, right? So when you can trust it, like through Trust Your Intuition, we get clear on how to do that, shift out the stuff so that you can see and be true to yourself, and trust yourself, not get knocked over by energies all the time, and really be able to have that sense of solidarity in yourself, that no matter what happens, you're safe, you're protected, you're provided for, and you 100% trust yourself. You don't doubt yourself anymore. So I'm going to post a link in the comments. If anyone's watching this live stream and is in Trust Your Intuition now, please come and share your experiences. Put it in the comments. I'm going to jump in the Trust Your Intuition group and get them to come out and come and talk about it, because I see the shifts that are happening. And, with all this base chakra stuff going on, and like Saturday I was just like, open Trust Your Intuition. I'm like, right. I'm like, okay, done. So I'll post a link in the comments. Please PM me if you've got any questions. I look forward to seeing you there. Remember to keep it really real. Lots of love. Namaste.